Why would growth in the United States decline more than it would in Europe if theoretically we got, again, the better end of the deal?
Well, if you look at estimates from the Yale Budget Lab, they show that US growth goes down and European growth, they actually think would go up as a result of this. I would put a large error band around their findings, not through any fault of theirs, just because the world's an incredibly complicated place and we don't even know all the details of how all these agreements would work out. But directionally, that the United States would be hurt more, I find quite plausible. Why is that? Well, first of all, a lot of these tariffs are on intermediate inputs that we use to help us make stuff and to create jobs and higher wages and all of that. So it could be on equipment that's used in a manufacturing firm. It could be on the steel that's used by an auto company. And so it can end up hurting a number of different manufacturing industries. Second of all, the United States is going to end this with tariffs on the entire world, whereas the rest of the world is still sort of freer trade. And so we're getting the accumulated harm in some sense of all of that, whereas Europe only has something going on, with us right now. And then the final thing is just the direction of the US economy will be to import a little bit less because of the tariffs. But then there's a strange thing in economics that when you import less, you end up exporting less as well. And roughly keeping about the same trade balance. That's because the trade balance is determined more by macroeconomic factors like how much you save and how much you invest as a country. So I expect this to result in less imports because they're more expensive, but also less exports. And so that means we're just a little bit less of a specialized economy